Hi, my name is Grant Parker, and I'm the pastor at Epworth United Methodist Church in Phenix City, Alabama, and I'd like to share some encouraging words with you today. Many years ago, Robert Frost wrote a wonderful poem entitled "The Road Not Taken." Robert Frost begins that poem by saying this: "Two roads diverged in a yellow wood," and then he concludes his poem by saying this: "I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference." In the midst of the current COVID-19 environment, that is exactly, though, where millions of people find themselves, at the divergence of two roads. And many people seem to be taking the road most traveled by. But as followers of Jesus Christ, we are called to choose the road less traveled by. For example, there are many people today who've chosen that broad road of fear, but we are called to travel the road of faith instead. 365 times in the Bible, we read these words: "Fear not." In Philippians chapter 4 and verse 6 and 7, we read these words: "Don't be anxious about anything, but with prayer and supplication and thanksgiving, let your requests be known unto God, and the peace of God that passes all understanding will keep your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus." Though there are many people today who are choosing that broad road of fear, we are called to travel the road of faith instead. And that there are many people who've chosen the road of panic, but we are called to choose the less traveled road of peace. Jesus said in John the 14th chapter, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you. Not as the world gives, giveth I unto thee. Let not your hearts be troubled, neither let them be afraid." Even though there are many people around us today who've chosen the road of panic, as Christians we are called to choose the less traveled road of peace. And then there are also those who have chosen that broad road of panic. But as Christ's followers, we are called to choose the road less traveled, the radical road of prayer. In 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 17, we read these words: "Pray without ceasing." Again, we read in Philippians chapter 4, "Don't be anxious about anything, but with prayer and supplication, let your requests be known unto God." 2 Chronicles chapter 7 verse 14 tells us this: "If my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and I will forgive their sins and I will heal their land." There are many people around us today who's choosing that well-traveled road of pandemonium. But as believers in Jesus Christ, who is the wonderful counselor and the great physician, we are answering the clarion call to prayer and thanksgiving. That is a road less traveled in these trying times. That in spite of the uncertainty of circumstances all around us, we are called to praise and thanksgiving. In Psalm 100, we read these words: that we are to enter into his gates with thanksgiving and into his courts with praise. Be thankful to him and bless his name, for the Lord is good, his mercy is everlasting, and his truth endureth unto all generations. And then finally, there are many today who are choosing that well-worn road of greed. But as disciples of Jesus Christ, as Christians, we are called to choose the high and the less traveled road of the great commandment. Jesus said to love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength, and to love your neighbor as yourself. Under these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood. I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Let's dare to make a difference today for the sake of Jesus Christ in the midst of this COVID-19 environment. Have a great day. God bless you. Keep your hand in Jesus' hand and your eyes on the cross.